Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a very special episode of ezBUCKETz. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. In today's video, I got something that I guarantee you guys are going to love, especially if you're a Golden State Warriors fan. We're going to be talking about an ultimate scenario that not only is it crazy, it's realistic. The possibility of the Warriors getting Bradley Beal. When talking about Bradley Beal, he is known right now as one of the best shooting guards in the NBA, and I simply believe him going to Dub Nation, they're gonna go back into championship contention. So if you're a big Steph Curry fan, a big Warriors fan, and you want to know how they can get Bradley Beal, you're gonna love this. But quickly before I get on with the video, I just want to say, if you're new to the channel and you love basketball, welcome to ezBUCKETz. My name is Soom and I make basketball videos every single day. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications to not miss any of my upcoming videos. If you watched this video and you loved it, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. I would really appreciate it. It would help with the channel a lot. But without wasting any more time, let's talk about Bradley Beal to the Warriors.
In a quick second, are you frustrated?
Is the sky blue? My man.
When talking about the NBA trade market, Bradley Beal is always at the top of all the reports, all of the rumors, when we're talking about a superstar trade. Over these past few seasons, with the Wizards not being competitive, the Wizards are not bringing Bradley Beal to a winning situation, NBA fans everywhere are hoping that one day Bradley Beal will request a trade, and then we as NBA fans will get the opportunity of seeing Bradley Beal in a winning playoff series. Bradley Beal has always been on the Wizards ever since he got drafted, but the last time the Wizards made the playoffs was in 2018. They were actually the 8th seed, and of course, they lost to the 1st seed in the first round, the Toronto Raptors. It has been 3 NBA seasons since then, and with the Wizards not really improving, taking a next step, if Bradley Beal wants to be in a winning situation, I do not believe the Wizards are going to offer him that. As of making this video, the Wizards have a record of 29-35, which ranks them as the 10th seed in the Eastern Conference, and from the looks of it, the Wizards are going to get a good opportunity to make the playoffs. We all know this year the NBA implemented a new rule. It's called a play-in tournament. Basically, if you're the 7, 8, 9, or 10 seed, before the playoffs start, you play a mini tournament, and 2 out of the 4 teams will ultimately be a playoff team, the 7th and 8th seed. Which means if the Wizards end up being the 10th seed before the play-in tournament, they have a chance to beat the 7th seed, of course, to get a playoff spot. But with that, the Wizards must win that play-in tournament game. Of course, this is a great factor if you're thinking about it in a hope mindset. But my argument is that Bradley Beal should not be in this situation. Somebody putting up monster numbers, one of the best shooting guards in the NBA, should comfortably be sitting in a playoff situation. Bradley Beal this year is putting up some monster numbers. He's averaging 31 points per game, 4.7 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 1.2 steals, and 0.3 blocks. And for most of the season, he actually led the league in points per game. The fact that Bradley Beal, someone that can put up about 30 points per game, could be traded, the magnitude of it happening, oh boy guys, it's going to be crazy if it did. But I want you guys to guess who now is the scoring leader. You guessed right, it's Steph Curry of the Golden State Warriors. When talking about Steph this year, he's averaging 31.3 points, 5.5 rebounds, 5.8 assists, 1.2 steals, and 0.1 blocks. Steph is putting up better numbers than Bradley Beal in every single category. So simply imagine the Warriors having 2 NBA players that can put up plus 30. The offensive magnitude, their playbook, they would simply be unstoppable. They have a record of 32-32, which ranks them as the 9th seed in the West. They're basically in the exact same situation as the Wizards, but in the Western Conference. But I do believe this. The Warriors are way better than this. They should be a top seed in the West. But this season, a lot of things happened that made them fall down the rankings. We all know a big reason why they're not playing so well is because they lost Klay Thompson during this past offseason. They were supposed to get him back after he missed a whole NBA season due to a torn ACL, but then Klay got hit with another injury. That was very unfortunate, but from what we're hearing, Dub Nation fans, Klay Thompson is expected to be fully healthy at the beginning of next season, which is great news for Warrior fans. Steph and Klay alone would simply be amazing. But I want you guys to imagine Steph, Klay, and Bradley Beal. This is a whole nother story, a whole nother conversation, a whole nother level. When talking about this offseason, I expect the Warriors to be very busy. I believe with Steph Curry being 33 right now, the Warriors do not want to waste another year of his prime, and with Steph being locked in for one more year and maybe signing a contract extension, the Warriors want to make Steph Curry happy, go full throttle for NBA championship, and they hope Steph resigns. With Bradley Beal also being on contract for one more year and then a player option, it makes a lot of sense as the Warriors can get Bradley Beal for one more year and then maybe re-sign Stephen Curry and Bradley Beal together in the upcoming offseason, and of course have a big 3 dynasty for the next 5 years. Bradley Beal has been linked to the Warriors on multiple occasions, but a big reason why is because the Warriors simply have so much good trading assets, so much things to offer that could make an NBA team that could be entering a rebuild interested. With the Wizards potentially losing Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal next offseason, I do believe this offseason they're going to look into a situation and scenario where they can trade them for future assets and enter a full rebuild mode. If the Wizards ultimately don't make the playoffs, I do believe they're going to be thinking about a rebuild. If the Warriors feel like they have to make a big time trade, these are their best trading assets. The first biggest trading asset is their draft pick this year. They actually have the Minnesota Timberwolves first round pick this year, and we all know this, the Wolves right now have one of the worst records in the NBA. They are simply going to enter a top 3 lottery once again. The Warriors got this draft pick last season when they traded away D'Angelo Russell in exchange for Andrew Wiggins and the Wolves first round pick. I believe this was a great trade for the Warriors. They got a future asset and an established NBA All-Star. But if the Warriors want to create a super team, they are 100% going to have to add this draft pick in any trade scenario. Their next best trading asset is trading away James Wiseman, their rookie this year, their 2nd overall pick, and if the Warriors want a super team, a trade revolving James Wiseman is the way to go. I know a lot of you Warrior fans out there do not want to trade James Wiseman, but in my opinion, if we have to get a superstar, an established shooting guard like Bradley Beal, I do believe it's worth it. With James Wiseman still being so young, even though he got hit with an injury, NBA teams still value him, and with him expected to return next year at the beginning, NBA teams still value him as a centerpiece center they can build around for the future. The reason why I believe it's smart for the Warriors to trade James Wiseman is because James Wiseman has a lot of potential, NBA teams want him, but he simply does not fit the Warriors' timeline right now because they're in a win now mode. In this video, I'm going to be talking about 2 trade scenarios that I believe will make a lot of sense for the Wizards to accept if the Warriors want Bradley Beal. The first trade on this list is offering up Andrew Wiggins, James Wiseman, Eric Paschall, their first round pick this year, and then another first round pick. I believe this is the perfect trade for both sides. On the Wizards' perspective, getting Andrew Wiggins, a shooting guard, in return for Bradley Beal, they get an established player, and of course Andrew Wiggins' contract matches Bradley Beal's, and of course Andrew Wiggins' contract, it actually matches Beal's, but getting James Wiseman and a potential top 3 rookie this year, the Wizards can use that and build them as their future going forward. With Andrew Wiggins still being so young, having a lot of potential in the NBA, this trade makes a lot of sense as the Wizards can make him their go-to guy and then focus their game around the center of James Wiseman. Bradley Beal is a superstar, his price tag is very expensive, but I believe this is enough for the Wizards to accept, or if anything, maybe the Warriors add a few more 2nd round picks to seal the deal. But if the Wizards don't want Andrew Wiggins and want more of a leader, I believe this is another trade scenario, and it's the Warriors offering up Draymond Green instead of Andrew Wiggins, of course James Wiseman instead of Eric Paschall. It will be Jordan Poole, their first round pick this year, and then another first round pick. If the Wizards don't want Andrew Wiggins, who is kind of younger and want more of an NBA experienced player to develop alongside James Wiseman and their future rookie in this year's NBA draft, Draymond Green, who's one of the best defenders, one of the best leaders, it makes a lot of sense. The only problem with this trade though is I believe the Warriors do not want to trade Draymond Green. Draymond Green is a big reason why Steph and Klay are amazing. Draymond is one of the best playmakers in the NBA, especially at the front court position. So if the Warriors want to get a guard of Bradley Beal, trading a guard of Andrew Wiggins, it makes the most sense. But if the Wizards don't want Andrew Wiggins, this makes a lot of sense as well. Do not trade Klay, do not trade Steph, of course. But yeah guys, this wraps up my video for today, talking about Bradley Beal and him going to the Golden State Warriors. What's most important to me is one of your thoughts. Do you believe Bradley Beal would ever want to leave Washington? And if he does, can the Warriors get him? Put your thoughts down in the comments below. But other than that, take it easy, God bless, and I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets. Woo!